Namaste. So Noni Snowflake here. Welcome to the Cancer Moon Transit, Sagittarius Sun, Energy Empowerment Shift. So, all day today we've been in the void of course moon. It's an extra long one today. We've been in it since 4:22 a.m. this morning. All of it's UK time, GMT, that we do our timings in. And we love that because 4:22 a.m. is 4-4, because 22 equals 4. And 44 is the number for environment. About how we nurture ourselves and the environment that we live in. And so she transits into Cancer at 3:33 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the late hours of tonight, which we also love because it's all the threes, 333. By the power of 3 by 3, so be it. 3 is the number of creative expansion, and there's 3 of them. So there's really mind expanding creativity energies going on at the moment, but mind expanding in the feminine energies, rather than the masculine energies, in the circular system processing and thinking, rather than the linear, there's a beginning and there's an end. And 3 is also the start of the Tesla code. And 44 equals 8, and 333 equals 9. And so we've got the number of manifestation and the number of completion there. So the cards that was given to us is up here, of which we've not seen either. But the top surface aware seen spectrum of energies that we are navigating and dancing with at the moment, the energy empowerment, is we've got our chakra star tetrahedron crystals. So we're just trying one out there. Is the camera actually just fallen down a little bit? We did test this out a minute ago and it looked all good, but we disagree now in the moment. So we're going to place it here. 18, the number of leadership, and it's a hexahedron. I'm pretty sure hexahedron, we know that as a cuboid, so I'm pretty sure they're the same, but it's something that we'd have to double check. It's the box. Think out of the box. Don't get out of your comfort zone as such, because if we break the boundaries, we break the boundaries. We're doing it with feminine, receptive, gentle, subtle energy, subtle movements rather than gross movements. So it's expanding your comfort zones. So really pushing yourself to the limit of your comfort zone and expanding it, but not actually stepping out or breaking. Now, that's the words that we've just given you from the mental body. We can just give you a quick exercise to do with us. You can place your hands on your rib cage. Now, when we breathe in, our rib cage expands outwards to the sides, but also up. If you breathe in once and then breathe in a second time, there's been 2 expansions of your rib cage there within your comfort zone. We haven't pushed it, breathed in too much or breathed out too much. And if you just go out once, that's expanding it. So if we go out 2 and back 1, out 2 and back 1, we're always expanding our comfort zone and never breaking it. And the same inwards. So that's the expansion on the comfort zone. But if you were to breathe out and then breathe out again, and then just breathe in once, you've breathed out twice, but you've only breathed back in once. So you've expanded your comfort zone on the contraction side of the things. And this is the toroidal flow. So the picture up here on the card before is a picture of the toroidal flow and the rainbow electromagnetic field. So 18 hexahedron is a cube. We're so worried about saying the wrong thing. That is just obvious and something we should know, but it's, as I said, it's the younger ones that are out more, and we are very we want to be honest with our word, and so the younger ones don't always know, even though we're exceptionally good with maths, but what we're attempting to say here, I suppose we're just attempting to show that you're seeing our lack of trust in ourselves, whereas the lesson that we are learning at the moment is that all the signs, all the intuition, all the alignment, all the synchronicities that we are doing is saying, wake up, trust yourself, you've got it. But it's hard to trust ourselves because we've been completely stripped away in the physical, the mental, the emotional, in every sense of it, anything that is known or familiar to us. And so therefore, it's really tricky to trust oneself when the familiarity or the experience is there to go, actually, no, that is right, because that was there and this was that, and that's good. So we've got that experience. We do have the experience because we're writing it all down, but we have to go back and look over it because of the lack of interconnectedness and connection between the alters and the networks in the brain. But they are developing. Well, they're there in the. We can't talk about it. We can't describe it. We haven't got the words for it yet in this kind of context, which is a shame. But yeah, we're trusting ourselves so much more, and it's absolutely fantastic, the synchronicities and the alignment. I mean, just the cards that come out for this today, and then the cards that came out on our personal read completely line up with the energies of the planets and the energies of the wisdom wheels of the tarot, related with the astrology, related to the days of the week. It's beyond belief, but we're lucky that we've got the child state mentality to have the belief. So the beautiful torridial flow that we go on about, we have the card given to us, so we've got them both here together. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Loving it like that. 56. Car. Life force. And this is the underlying, unaware, subconscious spectrum of energies that we're dancing in. So we've got what we were talking about earlier, the complete masculine energies, left brain, logic, lines, thinking going on from the aware scene, which is our current societal dynamics. And then we have the circular system, logic, the torridial flow, that spiral, the feminine energies, the circles in the unseen. And that is where we are aiming to go as a collective, developing, knowing that in dancing your own shadow dance and healing yourself. Now, healing just means bringing yourself into balance, becoming aware, knowing what's going on in your internal world, finding, educating yourself, becoming more aware of vocabulary and language and different ways of perspectives, and saying things and wording things, so that you not only do you know what's going on inside of you, which so many of us don't. A lot of us have dissociative disorders just in everyday life, when we do automatic driving and suddenly it's like, we've got here, we don't even remember coming here. That's a dissociation. But the more we become present and feel and be in the moment, which is our right hemisphere brain, the more we flow with our own truth and the energies that are with us, so that co-creation can take place and we can live the life that we want to live. So car, life force, energy, and there is the beautiful rainbow electromagnetic field. I love this. This is fantastic. So even this is just giving us so much core confidence if we're talking. We can't wait till things just get more connected and developed. We're getting a bit emotional and tearful now. The December new moon solar eclipse is just going to be amazing, about bringing in getting to know your inner children and belief systems like them. How amazing. Metatron's cube, and we've got all the star tetrahedrons going on around us here, which 12 is the number for complex stability, and we relate that to the masculine energies, and we relate 13 to the feminine energies of complex stability. And then you have your star tetrahedron, which are all of these, which is your multi-dimensional complex stability in quantum scale. So 41, 4 foundations, 1 new beginnings, equaling 5 change, which brings freedom. Metatron's cube, community. There's no reverse for this card. Focus on the pictures and the symbols and the colours and the lines and the circles. Slightly blur your vision and bring yourself into your body and into your subconscious sensory body, heart, right brain listening, rather than listening from your conscious mind attempting to understand. You'll take in the information that you need to take in, and it will do what it needs to do, and be expressed when it needs to be expressed. And this is trusting in the alignment, trusting in divine timing. Community. The geometry of this card is the place at which female and male energies join to create something entirely new. Perfect for the reset energies coming up on the 14th of December. By beginning with the 13 female circles from the fruit of life and connecting every centre with straight male lines, a shape known as Metatron's cube appears. View this image as a 3-dimensional configuration. Within the shape, concentrate on the lines and see if you can find each of the 5 platonic solids, or cosmic volumes, as we like to call them. You can see, then, how the joining of male and female energies creates substance and form. And if you go to the Gemini moon transit reading of the full moon and prelumbral lunar eclipse energies, that was together. That was just what we're talking about now. So this is how the energy spectrums overlap and go from one to the other. And you may not have any Cancer or Gemini or whatever in your chart, or planets in positions of those houses, but it's still in your chart. You still have all 12 aspects of an astrological chart in you. So even if you don't have any planets in those houses, doesn't mean you don't have Gemini or Cancerian energies in you. It just means that you've past lives, or it's not something for you to focus on in this life, this incarnation. But those energies still affect you, and you can still dance with them or not. And they do affect you. They all affect us differently depending on whatever. Our chart is just another tool or aspect of something. Again, just because you've got a certain alignment or makeup in your chart doesn't mean that's who you are and that's who you have to be. It does mean that if you want to change those patterns, it will be harder. But the aim is that you dance to the harmonic spectrum of energies within the challenging, dissonant parts of your chart. If you choose this card, you are asked to see how substance and form are working in your life and to view them as aspects of male and female cooperation. Allow this card to represent a time of balancing the yin and yang of your inner life to promote harmony and creativity. This may be your own male and female aspects seen as offering creative solutions to challenges or projects. You will more easily connect with the substance of your inquiry. What form does the outcome take? Metatron's cube is a metaphor for all problem solving, not only in third-dimensional reality, but in other dimensions as well. This card may also represent the relationship you have with others and how by joining through a substantive action you form community. Community brings together disparate aspects of humanity, and when held in balance it creates a cohesive whole. Do you feel part of a community? Are the contributions you are making giving life and form, peace and substance, justice and freedom to the community as a whole? And we're just going to add on to that. We, rather than looking on the external, because we've spent our whole life doing the external side of things, and this year's been about doing the internal. So for us, it's not about the external community connecting with. It's about connecting with our cellular community of a body the cellular communities that form up the systems in the body, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the circulatory system, the community of cells, cellular systems that then form the body. So, namaste. Love thy body, love thy heart, love thy mind, love Gaia, and so much gratitude to all. Zanoni Snowflake.